Welcome to the Practice Buddy for Lesson 6. Today we're going to go over the E minor chord and G chord. We're going to be doing different strum patterns, eventually working on About a Girl by Nirvana for a full 2 minutes. But before we do that, let's do 4 minutes worth of finger exercises. Okay, so this warm-up's a little different than all the others we went over. We're actually going to start with the first finger on the first fret of the 6th string. We're going to push down and then do all downstrokes. First finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, fourth finger, fourth fret. Do the exact same thing on the 5th string, like so, and then go to the 4th string, same finger pattern, and same thing on the 3rd string. Notice how I'm lifting off my fingers as the next one's coming down. Okay, first string. Now here, we're going to take the pinky and we're going to slide it up to the 5th fret. So now we're in what we call second position. And notice how I'm just taking the fingers, going back down in a descending fashion. Now I'm on the 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. See this? So 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and 6th string. Now right here, I'm going to move the first finger to the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Now we're in 3rd position, and I'm going to do the ascending pattern. Just string by string. And then slide the pinky up to the 7th fret, descending pattern. Now we're going to move the first finger up to the 5th fret. Now we're in 5th position, doing an ascending pattern. Now right here, instead of continuing on up, we're going to come back down to the 7th fret and do a descending pattern here. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 4th string, 5th string, and 6th string. Now we're going to move the first finger down to the 3rd fret. Now we're in 3rd position, doing an ascending pattern. And now we're going to move the pinky down like so. And then back to the 1st fret of the 6th string. And you could repeat this over and over again in your own practice session then. But now we're going to continue on. We're going to work out some strum patterns. We're going to be starting with the G chord on this one. And we're going to be doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, and strum pattern. Okay, so here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do down, 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 up. 1, 2, Okay, so the next pattern is going to be a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and strum pattern on the G chord. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 down, down, up, down, down, up. Tap the foot. Tap, 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 tap. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Okay, so this last strum pattern, still in the G chord, is going to be a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Tap, 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 tap. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, very nice job. Now what I want you to do is take the next 2 minutes and go over whatever strum patterns are giving you the most trouble. Okay, so it could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, and, or the 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, or even the 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. And feel free to go between different chords. You can try it with just one chord like we just did, or go back and forth between 2 chords. Okay, so now we're going to go from the E minor to the G chord using a strum pick strum to check every single note. Here we go. Start with the E minor, put both fingers down and strum the chord. And now what you want to do is pick each individual string, making sure they're all clear, and strum it again. Now switch to the G chord and do the same thing. Strum, and then pick, and strum. Go back to the E minor chord. Strum, pick, strum, and strum. Okay. And back to the G. Just sliding the first finger. So the first finger stays on the second fret of the fifth string. G chord. Back to E minor. Strum, pick, and strum. And one more time on the G chord. Move up to the G, strum, pick, and strum. Now we're going to go from an E minor chord to a G chord using quarter note strums. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 seconds. E minor. 2, 3, 4. To the G. Keep pushing. 2, 3, 5 seconds to go. E minor. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, we're going to take the E minor and G and do a 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and strum pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and G. 2, and 3, and 4. Switch. 1, 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 2, and 3, and 4. Switch. E minor. 2, and 3, and 4. To the G. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Last time in the E minor. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. To the G. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. All right, good. Now we're going to take the E minor to the G. We're going to do 2 strums on the E minor, and then a quarter note, 8/8 strum on the G. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, and then to the G. B3, 4, and back to E minor, to the G. Now on the and of 4, you can make the switch like so. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 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 4 and. Seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Very well done. Now we're going to take 2 minutes, and you're going to go from the E minor chord to the G chord using various strums. So the ones we talked about, either quarter note strums, quarter notes mixed with eighth notes, like a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and, or a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, just between those 2 chords. So just play around with them for 2 minutes. Okay, now we're going to go from an E minor to a G using a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 1, 2, and G, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 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 4, and 1. Seconds. All right, last one. This is Nirvana's A Battle Girl. We're going to do 2 minutes on this one. We're going to do an E minor to a G chord using a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and switching to the G chord on beat 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to count 1, 2, and 3, and 4, switch. 1, 2, switch. 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Tap your foot, 1, tap, 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 1, tap, 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 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. Best you can. If you get caught up, just try to jump in wherever you can. Last time, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and on the E minor. Nice job. Okay, you made it through another practice session. Excellent job. And I do want to say, keep working out these chords. At first, they might be tricky to do these 8th note switches, but with enough practice, you're definitely going to get it. Okay, so practice with this video at least once a day, like I said. And you could use it up to 3 times a day if you'd like to get a full hour worth of practice in. Now, I wouldn't do that all at once. I would do 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes there. I would take a break between. I wouldn't do a full hour without a break, okay? So it's very important to keep that in mind. All right, so keep practicing, and I will see you next time.